Uh-oh, I think I hit it. There we go. And we're live here as well now. So this time around, I'm trying to live stream using the computer and also using a phone here using Instagram. So I'm currently at this stage, I'm live in Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram using my phone. And we have a mission today to accomplish, which is to create a custom GPT for storytelling. All right. So the first step that I do is I start by brainstorming with my ChatGPT. I've been using it quite a bit, so it already knows all the information about who I am, what my project is, what I'm trying to accomplish, all that jazz, so it makes the process a lot easier. I don't have to keep explaining everything over and over and over. So the question is, if I already have ChatGPT with the memory that knows who I am and everything, why do I need to create a custom GPT, and what the heck is a custom GPT? All right, well, let's first delve into what is a custom GPT. So inside of ChatGPT, you have this little section here, and these are basically, it's kind of like an app store for ChatGPTs, so you can find a lot of versions of ChatGPT that have specific guides, specific instructions, and are good for specific things. Like for example, this one, the Creative Writing Coach, is specifically designed to help you write better. The Coloring Book is specifically designed to create coloring book pages. Like you go for that one for a specific reason. You have the Song Maker, you have different, and people are creating them and they are adding them to this ChatGPT app store. When you have the Pro version of ChatGPT, when you're paying $20 a month, you have the option of create your own. And the reason why it's good to do so, and like you see here, this list, these are all the ones that I've created for myself, is because sometimes there are things that I need to do recurringly, and I don't want to like start a new chat and be like, hey ChatGPT, I need you to do this for me. If it's something I'm gonna do over and over, I want it so that it already knows. Like for example, like yesterday we created our coloring book helper. So this one, if I go here, it already knows that it needs to make coloring book pages. If I go with the booklet creator, it already knows that it needs to do full color pages for my books, for my Exponential TOM books, and it has to be in the style of Exponential TOM. It already has a lot of information built in. If I go to the Exponential Coach, it knows that it needs to coach me through stuff. And that's why you can create different GPTs that have different functions and serve specific purposes. So the one that we're going to create today, GPT create, and this is what it looks when you're trying to build a new one. You can go here and chat with ChatGPT, and it will help you come up with all the instructions that you need for your custom GPT. Or you can go to configure, and you can add the instructions yourself, and the name and the description and everything. I like it doing this way. It's more specific. And what I do as a bit of a shortcut, a bit of cheating, or actually it's not cheating, it's actually just being smart, which is basically like, I already have this ChatGPT with a lot of memory of who I am, what I want to do, and all that jazz. So I'm going to use this GPT to create the instructions for the custom GPT. That's the goal. So I've been brainstorming with it for a long time. Like this conversation goes for a very long time. So this ChatGPT has a lot of information about what I'm trying to do. And we already brainstormed a lot about this idea, this GPT for stories. It's even asking me here, do you want me to prep the instructions for the GPT? So I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say, remember that the goal for this GPT is to be able to take, to be able to optimize the process of turning. So it's a bit of a challenge to come up with the precise prompt, because the idea behind the GPT is a little bit out there. So I don't want it just to be able to create random stories. That's easy. But basically, my idea is, and I'm going to do a little trick. I'm going to set up the microphone here, and I'm going to, so it records what I'm saying. And I'm going to use that as my prompt. And hold on 1 second, I'll be back. All right, so let's remove this for now. Okay, so what I'm building here is these little booklets that have Exponential TOM in the cover. Let's hit the microphone. So we have the booklets that have Exponential TOM in the cover. They have the information of Exponential TOM on the back. In the inside, they have these one-of-a-kind images that are of different adventures in the Exponential TOM universe. And our mission is to, when we're basking, when we're set up there, to have people come over to us. And based on, and this is why we need the ChatGPT, so that we have a way to easily get information from them in terms of who they are and certain ideas and things that we can use for the creation of the story, so that each story takes place in a different world, a different universe. I am thinking it very much like a Doctor Who or an Adventure Time, where every episode they go into a different place. It can be a different point in time. It can be a different world, different planet. It can be the future, the past, a parallel universe, whatever, basically. Traveling through the multiverse. And Exponential TOM is the recurring character, is the anchor that makes it so that all the stories, they're not standalone stories, but they're actually part of they're part of the same cohesive narrative. And the idea is that as we create more of these stories live for people on the spot, we are developing the Exponential TOM creative universe, and the characters that appear in the stories, we can add it to the knowledge of the Custom GPT, so they can become recurring characters and things along those lines. And we can build this universe together. So what we need from this Custom GPT is to optimize that process. Okay, so I basically just give you a little bit of an explanation. And while I was doing that, I was recording it with the ChatGPT, so it transcribed it. So I'm going to use this to ask ChatGPT to give me the perfect instructions to accomplish this. It's a little bit of a meta strategy. Now, for the people watching on Instagram, this is the kind of stories that I'm building. Exponential TOM in the front, information in the back, and on the inside, an adventure story. And here, the stories will be printed in real time. That's what I'm trying to build. And every new story builds upon this universe. So we are creating our own world, but it's not just us creating it. It's a combination of us plus the people that are coming and suggesting ideas. So I didn't catch everything that I said. I think I was standing too far away from the microphone. That's unfortunate. It's okay. I'm gonna put it from here. This is a bit of a reminder of what we are trying to get the Custom GPT to do. I'm gonna 2 dots. I'm gonna put it under quote marks so it knows that it's a direct quote. And then I'm gonna go down, down, down. I'm gonna say, is there something that I'm missing and I haven't thought about that would make the custom GPT more effective? Question mark. So I wanted to help me improve the prompt. So hopefully it'll help me. So let's see. This is a fantastic foundation. You clearly outline the mission of the Story GPT, the narrative logic, Doctor Who / Adventure Time, multiverse, and the mechanics, anchor character, Exponential TOM, co-created with the people on the spot. To make the custom GPT more effective in practice, here are a few layers you may want to bake in. Missing but very useful features. Interactive input phase. Right now you're thinking the GPT will get information on the person and then make a story. To streamline this live, you should hard code an input script into GPT so it asks for the person's name or nickname, something they like, animal, hobby, object, favorite color, etc., a mood for the adventure. This ensures every story starts with enough raw material but without wasting time. Bonus, it makes the process feel interactive for the person. They are shaping the story. Narrative consistency, always introduce Tom, sets the anchor, then introduce the guest, the person giving info, always end with to be continued, style flourish. Make sure the tone is subtle for all ages since kids may be a big participant. This keeps the universe consistent even while it's infinitely flexible. Love that. The metadata for universe building. Ask the GPT to output metadata alongside the story so you can later archive it and track it. New location, new characters, recurring characters, tone, magical adventure. I love this. Expandable knowledge base. Right now you'll be adding characters manually over time to make it smoother. The GPT should summarize new characters' worlds in a neat format. You can then copy paste. Yeah, that's a good idea. Because also something that I'm gonna be building with this thing is like every new story that we create, by the information that people gives us, it's gonna create new stories, new characters, new settings, and all of that. I'm gonna put it together and I'm gonna create like a wiki page for the Exponential TOM universe. So as people keep suggesting me stories, this universe will continue to grow over time. And I'm thinking eventually start creating music and narrated stories, not just written, eventually shows, and potentially, if the technology allows me to at some stage, a movie. Length and format controls. Some people may want shorter kid-friendly stories, while others want longer, more detailed adventure. I don't like the long multi-page ones, because that's going to be something different. Visual prompt companion, optional but huge value. Since each story comes with a cover illustration, instruct the GPT to generate a companion prompt for an AI art tool based on the story. That's a good idea. Faster to join the Midjourney, DALL-E, or whichever system you're using. Recap. What to add? This way your story GPT isn't just a story generator, it becomes a universe builder assistant that makes busking smoother, makes live interactions fun and consistent, and gives you structured data for later. I got some notification on my glasses and I don't know what it was. I'm wearing the Meta AI glasses as well. I'm gonna be doing some recording of the recording at the same time. Do you want me to draft the instruction factory prompt? Yes. Okay. So as you see, this is what we did in order to make this system better for us. Is we didn't just come up with instructions ourselves. Okay. First, there is this ChatGPT that I've been giving him a lot of data about what I'm trying to build. I've been working with this ChatGPT for more than a year now, so it has a lot of information about me. Then I give it, this is what I want my idea to be. How would you improve it? So it gives me feedback, a lot of great feedback. And only then I said, okay, now create me the instructions. And now we got the instructions. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy the instructions. At the end, present the final run instructions. Oh, okay, so it created the prompt for itself. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so now we're gonna feed the instructions back to itself. A bit recurring, but let's do it. You are my memory enabled GPT. So use the prompt to create me the instructions. I'm gonna give it back its own prompt. And now let's see what it comes up with. Perfect. Let's translate your request into a ready-to-paste role instruction set for Custom GPT Builder. So I'm going to take this. This is going to be the name. The Exponential. I'm actually just going to call it Exponential Story GPT. Story GPT. Copy. Let's paste it. Okay, now that it has the instruction, it's gonna update itself, and now we can actually test it. First, I'm gonna ask for conversation starters. What should we include as conversation starters to make it easier for me? Great questions. Okay, so the conversation starter is going to be super useful because when you add it here, it creates this little box here. So basically, when I open a new chat with this one, all I need to do is click there and it will start the process. I don't have to type it. So it's going to make it much easier. Now let's test it and see if it works. Let's create a new adventure. Ask me, the participant, questions. What's your nickname? Something you like, animal, hobby, object, favorite color, what mood you want the adventure, a place you like to explore. Okay, let's say my name is Matthew. I like music. I want the adventure to be fun and placed in the future in a magical island inhabited by alien octopus. Let's see what it comes up with. Awesome, Matthew. You set the stage perfectly. Short, medium, long. Let's go medium. Got it, Matthew. Exponential TOM and the Octopus Orchestra. Far into the future. Actually, let's grab this one and let's use my AI clone voice to read it for us. And if this is good, then we have our story creator GPT, and we have the one that creates the images in color, and we have the images that creates we have the GPT that creates the images in black and white as well. So we're pretty much good to go, which is incredible, and only took us a couple days. No, hold on. What? I needed to. How does this work? Audio project. Right, AI speech, perfect. Yeah. Let's paste the story, and we're gonna use my AI voice. So you also get to see how this works. This is the script, and I used it to create a clone of my own voice. So let's go for it. It's generating the speech. It's going to take a few minutes. So while that's going on, we are going to create the avatar for this GPT in the Exponential TOM style. I want to give it a face, because when you go to create, you have a little plus icon right here, so you can actually give it a nice looking face. All right, let's hear it. Far into the future, across glowing sea. Let's stop the music. Let's improve this, louder volume. Let's take it from the top. Far into the future, across glowing seas that shimmered like liquid starlight, there floated a hidden island no map could find. Exponential TOM, always in search of the next great wonder of the multiverse, drifted ashore aboard his shimmering hover sloop. The air was thick with magic, palm trees swayed softly, sand sparkled like crystal sugar, and the waves carried strange rhythms that sounded almost like music. That's when Tom met Matthew, a traveler whose heart beat in harmony with every tune the cosmos played. Matthew had been drawn here by the mysterious melodies, and together they discovered the source, a grand orchestra of alien octopuses, each one perched on coral thrones, waving tentacles that strummed seashell harps, blew into kelp trumpets, and tapped on glowing stone drums. The music swirled through the air like enchantment, bending time and lifting spirits. But the octopus orchestra had a problem. Their great conductor's baton, a magical shard of comet crystal, had sunk into the deepest trench of the lagoon. Without it, the music would fade, and the island's magic would vanish forever. With a grin, Tom adjusted his shimmering coat of many pockets, while Matthew pulled out his trusty instrument, a future flute of silver that could play tones to guide them. Together they dove beneath glowing waves, solving riddles sung by jellyfish choirs and dancing past whirlpools shaped like spirals of laughter. Finally, at the heart of the trench, they found the crystal baton guarded by a colossal octopus elder, its eyes shimmering with ancient wisdom. Matthew played a melody so joyful that the elder swayed, its tentacles clapping along before gifting them the baton with a bow. Rising back to the surface, they returned the baton to the orchestra.
at once. The island burst into the most magnificent concert the future had ever heard.
The future.
The celebration was so powerful that even the stars above seemed to dance to the beat. And as Tom and Matthew joined the octopuses in song, the music rippled outward into the multiverse, promising more adventures yet to come.
Okay, so I think it works. It's pretty good. I mean, it is. I think this is pretty much the best we're gonna get. But what's the word count? $345 words. Yeah, it's a bit short. Make a character like a little robot with that typewriter. So the only thing I would change is I would like the story to be a bit longer and to have a bit more like things to overcome, challenges, or some more of a plot, I guess. I would like, but so far so good. And unfortunately, soon I need to get going. So hopefully we can make the changes before I go. Actually, let me try. If I function, okay, one page. Let's say 800. Characters. That should be good. One page. Around 800 characters. All right, let's see if this is better. Let's try it again. Let's do the same. No, this is something different. My name is Lucas. I like superheroes, and I want the story to be full of adventures set in the past. So I lied. You're gonna be a little friend. Let's open Drive. My Drive. Whoop. Where's our custom GPTs here? New Exponential Story. Save. Medium. Upload photo. Where's the custom GPTs? Exponential Story. There we go. No, this is very short again. What's the word count on this? 243. It's very short. There is a bit of an issue. I don't want the GPT. Let's do it with the voice. There's a bit of an issue. I don't want the GPT to ask me if the story should be short, medium, or long. I wanted to always create it the same length, about 900 characters. And I also wanted to add more like a plot, almost like a hero's journey structure to each story to make it more interesting. All right, let's see if we can make these adjustments. Oh no, I hate when it does this. Micro version, what? Give me the complete prompt with all the instructions from the very beginning, so I just copy this new one and replace the old one. That's the problem. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean 900 characters. I meant 900 words. Yeah, big difference. Otherwise, the story is going to be even shorter. All right, hopefully this is all we need. Call to adventure, trials and challenges, transformation. Yeah, this is all we need. All right, now I'm gonna replace all the previous prompt with a new one, and let's begin. Hopefully this goes well, and we can finish before I need to leave. My name is Lucas. I like superheroes, and I want the story to be taking stage in the past. That's what it creates. Best? Yes. Go. Yes. Stop asking if I'm ready. Just go for it. The hero of yesterday. I like that. Okay. Hold on 1 second.
Hey, the car's all good now.
Okay.
Everything's working. So if you want to use it for
For the
test.
Okay.
Right?
I'll see if I can reschedule.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
My better.
All right.
I took it long to get it fixed, but Good.
All right. Good. Thank you.
Got a new bumper out of the.
Oh, nice. Perfect.
Okay.
All good. Thank you. All right. Just had someone at the door. Let's do this. Add a speaker. The speaker is going to be Thomas. It's going to be me. So I like that it's a longer story. That's good. That's what we wanted. The only thing that I don't like is that it's giving the titles the actual stages of the hero's journey. And that's going to be a problem if all the stories have the same titles. So I just need to add that. But else is good. Some of the percent once text-to-speech is done generating. Okay. 34. So I'm just gonna do
press the capture button to switch to your glasses camera.
I'm just going to give the language safe for all ages. Never exclude Exponential TOM. This character, new location, metadata, continuity, tone, resolution. Let's try to follow the hero's classic journey arc, but give each. No, I'll write it here. Right, but give each section a unique title for the particular adventure. So in the meantime, I'm going to attempt to do it again. My name is Lucas. I like superheroes, and I want the story to be based in the past. And it needs to, all it needs to do is to have different titles. The Arrival of Exponential TOM, that's good. The Call of the Clockwork Phantom, yes. Trials of the Night Street, yes, perfect, that's what we needed. Now let's see if the stories themselves are good.
The multiverse hummed like a grand orchestra as Exponential Tom drifted through its endless corridors of possibility. His cloak shimmered with starlight, his eyes glowing like twin comets, always seeking the next traveler to join him on an adventure. This time, the portal didn't open into a futuristic skyline or an alien sea. It spiraled backward, unraveling threads of time until it revealed a dusty cobblestone street. Lanterns flickered against the night, horse-drawn carriages rattled past, and the air smelled faintly of smoke and ink.
Wow.
Stepping onto the scene, Tom smiled. The past, but not just any past. This one feels like it's hiding something. Just then, Tom spotted a figure staring in awe at the world around him. Lucas. Wide-eyed, wearing the same clothes from his own timeline, he seemed out of place, but there was a spark of curiosity in him that made Tom grin. Lucas, Tom said, bowing rapidly. Welcome. The multiverse chose you. Tell me, traveler, what do you dream of? Lucas answered without hesitation. I've always wanted to be a superhero. Perfect, Tom said, clapping his hands. Because this world needs one. Called to adventure. They walked through the streets, past gas lamps and crowded markets. People wore cloaks and top hats, but their faces were tense. Posters were nailed to every wall. Beware the masked phantom. Citizens vanish in the night. As they passed, a young girl ran by sobbing that her brother had disappeared. Lucas frowned. Someone's kidnapping people? Tom's expression darkened. Not just anyone. The phantom preys on those with big imaginations. Artists, dreamers, inventors. The very people who keep hope alive. He placed a hand on Lucas's shoulder, which means it's up to us to stop him. Lucas swallowed hard. But I'm not a superhero. Not yet, Tom said with a wink. But trust me, you will be. Trials and challenges. That night, the streets grew eerily quiet. Fog rolled across the cobblestones, swallowing the world in gray. Lucas and Tom crouched on a rooftop, waiting. Suddenly, a shadowy figure emerged below, tall, cloaked, and wearing a porcelain mask, the Phantom. With a sweep of his hand, the lanterns flickered out, and the crowd of night wanderers froze like statues. Lucas's heart pounded. What do we do? Tom handed him something small, a pin in the shape of a lightning bolt. Your power isn't in gadgets or masks. It's in what you believe. Focus on being the hero you've always wanted to see. Lucas held the pin tight. Suddenly, he felt a surge of energy rush through him. His body grew lighter, his fear shrinking into courage. His shadow stretched, and for the first time, he looked like the hero he had always imagined. Whoa, Lucas whispered. His hands glowed faintly with golden light. Now, Tom said, fly, and he did. Lucas' head soared into the air, cape whipping behind him as if it had always been there. He dove toward the Phantom, fists blazing with energy. The Phantom sneered. Another child playing hero? Pathetic. His cloak unfurled into black tendrils that lashed at Lucas, dragging him toward the darkness. Lucas gritted his teeth, remembering the comics he loved, the heroes who never gave up. He blasted forward with all his strength, the golden light cutting through the phantom's shadows. Tom shouted from the rooftop, "Don't fight like him, fight like you," the transformation.
Fight like
Lucas
you.
realized it then. Being a hero wasn't about powers or costumes. It was about protecting others, even when you were scared. The Phantom lunged again, but this time Lucas dodged, swooping down to free the frozen people. He lifted a fallen lantern, using its light to weaken the Phantom's shadows. "Run!" he called to the townsfolk, who stumbled back into motion and scattered. The Phantom hissed, "This world belongs to fear, not anymore."
To fear.
He drew on the lightning pin's power one last time, summoning all the golden energy within him. With a mighty shout, he hurled it forward, a blazing bolt of courage that struck the Phantom square in the mask. The porcelain shattered, the shadows melted away, and the Phantom dissolved into smoke, leaving only silence behind. Lucas floated back to the ground, trembling but victorious. Tom landed beside him, clapping. "See, told you you'd be a superhero." Lucas smiled, still glowing faintly. "I guess I just needed the chance." Resolution and return. By morning, the town was alive again. Artists painted murals, musicians filled the streets with song, and inventors sketched impossible machines with renewed joy. The people whispered about the mysterious young hero who saved them, though none knew his name. On a quiet hill outside town, Tom opened a swirling portal of starlight. "Every hero's journey continues, Lucas. This was only your first step." Lucas looked back at the cobblestone streets, then at Tom. "Do you think I'll get to be a hero again?" Tom grinned, cloak billowing. "Oh, without a doubt." And together they stepped into the portal, ready for whatever came next. To be continued.
Excellent. Excellent. I think it is pretty much what we need. So the last thing we need to do is click create. And that's it. We now have the ChatGPT that creates the images, the one that creates the coloring books, and the one that creates the stories, which means we're pretty much ready to go. And it's about the time I need to go. So without further ado, thank you everyone that has joined me in this adventure today. We accomplished our mission. We live streamed it, and all is well and good. Now the Exponential Story GPT is live as part of my team of GPTs, and we're ready to take the world by storm. Thank you all, and I'll see you in the next one.